Hey, what's going on, guys? Schwarzeneggermagic here. Today I got a pretty cool trick for you. Sorry for the lack of uploads in the past few days, but today I got a pretty cool trick for you. Doesn't use too many cards. You'll notice I have a lot of the high cards. Now this is a little bit difficult to perform on camera only because for this trick, misdirection is key. So I'm going to do my best. I don't give the performance too much justice, but I'll do my best like I said. So let's get right into this. Basically what I have here are the four aces, okay? As you guys know, these are the four suits of a deck, the clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. Alright, now I have all the king of clubs, the queen of clubs, and the jack of clubs. I have the king of hearts, the queen of hearts, and the jack of hearts. And as you may have guessed, I have the king of spades, the queen of spades, and the jack of spades. And then, of course, what would I do without the diamonds as well, alright? Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the four aces on top, and I'm not trying to fool you at all, guys. I still do have the clubs, followed by the hearts, and then the spades and the diamonds following that, alright? But here we go. I'll show you the aces one last time before they disappear. Not really, but you can remember these very easily because they're in the chased order, otherwise known as spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, or clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Now, all I'm going to do is place them with their suits. So the clubs go with the clubs. The hearts will go with the hearts, guys. There's not really any sneaky moves here. I will show you them once again just to confirm. Those are the hearts. Lastly, of course, we have the last two, and pretty much these last three are pretty simple. We just place them with their order, we hope for the best, and watch, bam. Now we have the four aces over here we have the four kings over here, you guessed it, the four queens, and yes, over here are the four jacks, guys. And that is pretty much the trick. It really isn't too difficult. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult only because misdirection is nearly impossible with cameras. So you guys probably may have seen a lot of the stuff, but I promise you with misdirection that can be easily sealed off and not seen. But if you don't know how this is done, and you probably don't know every single step by step, so I'm going to take you to that right now. Let's take a peek. Alrighty guys, so this trick is really not too difficult. All you're going to need for this are your jack, queen, king, and all four aces, okay? Now let's say you're missing maybe one of the jacks. That's perfectly fine. I would just substitute in different cards. So maybe instead of using jack, queens, and kings, possibly use the ace through 5, okay? It's up to you, okay? Now at this point, what you want to do is separate all of the cards and suits. You can go ahead, keep the aces separate, okay? You're not going to need those to be with these groups here. Now after that, what you want to do is place them in the order, going from jack on top to king on the bottom. It's very important that you do that, alright? Now at this point, you're going to set your cards up in the chased order. The thing is, the chased order is going to go from face up. So pretty much what you're going to have are all the clubs, then you're going to have the hearts, then the spades, then the diamonds, okay? So let's do that now. You grab the diamonds, then you grab the spades, you put those right on top, the hearts on top of that, and then the clubs on that. You should have the exact picture, okay? If you want to double check, you can. After that, you just go ahead, plop all the aces on top, and you're ready to rumble. What you're going to start off by doing is peeling off the four aces. You say, I have all four aces here. As you know, there's, all four suits. Okay, next what you do is start peeling off the kings. You're going to do the king of clubs, the queen of clubs, and then the jack of clubs. I'm having a tough time naming the cards. You do the hearts. You have no problem doing those. Next thing you do is the spades. The spades is where it gets a little bit challenging. What you're going to do is pull off one spade, or the king of spades. Next, you're going to just insert your pinky into the pack, okay, to catch a pinky break. Next off, you peel off the last two spades, and now you have a pinky break above those. At this point, you're going to come over with the diamonds and literally just pick up that break. Okay, so you should now see just the spade, and in this hand, you have 3 diamonds and 2 spades. Now, this will be very obvious to the spectator if you picked it up and just walked away, mainly because they know you ended with a jack. Alright, so to cover this up, to make it not noticeable, what what you're going to do is come over, grab the break. Alright, so at this time I have the break in my hand, but as I'm pulling away, I'm going to slide off a card. That way they never even see that those cards were missing. Alright, and then I continue, I pull off another. Alright, I keep this packet nice and square, put the cards on top, and you're done. Alright, your packet is square, you're ready to rumble for the trick. You now take your packet, you turn it over, you show the top 4 cards are aces, alright? At this point, you push off another 3 cards, you catch a break on those cards, and you go, alright, I want you to remember we have diamonds, spades, hearts, clubs, and on clubs, you're going to take all 4 cards, set them on top of the pack, turn over the club, alright? And then you say, okay, remember, clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, alright? And they should remember that. At this point, you say, alrighty, remember, we're going to start out with the clubs here. You take 3 cards and you put them on top. If you have done this correctly, these should be the 4 aces, okay? Hopefully yours are matching, okay? You might want to double check. Make sure your cards were correctly aligned and whatnot. Okay. Now at this point, you say, "Alrighty, next suit is the hearts." You're going to literally flip over the cards and show them the 3 hearts. But what you're also going to do is secretly push over another 2 cards and catch a pinky break. Okay. This isn't too difficult. You're showing them the cards. You pull this packet back. You say, "Okay," while you push over 2 cards and catch your break. You then come over. You square up and pick up the break, so now you have a total of 5 cards. You peel them off one at a time. You go the jack, the queen, and the king. You put the king down, turn it over, and you put down another 3 cards. And this pile should consist now of all kings. Alright? Now, at this point, it may get a little bit difficult, but you should do just fine. Okay, now at this point, what you're going to have to get is the queens. And you'll notice the queens, it's not very easy. They're a little bit separated, but you'll do fine, I promise. What you're going to do is have to in-jog and out-jog cards in order to get the 3 queens together and the jacks together. So what you're going to do is out-jog the first card, in-jog the next, out-jog the next 2, and in-jog the last 2. Alright, so once again, don't make this obvious. Do it kind of secretive and just say, alright, even the slightest bit like that will do just fine. After you have done that, so once again, you're out-jogging the first card, the 3rd card, and the 4th card, alright? After you've done that, you literally just pull them out, okay? That should leave you with the queens, and you'll say, okay, we'll put the next 3 on the next card, and obviously the last over here, alright? Now, if you do that sort of smoothly, you use a little bit of misdirection, it looks great, and the spectator should not notice it. You then say, watch, as we do a little magic, and you show the 4 aces are over here. Over here we have the 4 kings. Over here the 4 queens. And over here are the 4 jacks. And that is pretty much the trick, guys. There's really not much to it. The only tricky part, I would say, is getting your pinky breaks, okay? Making sure you don't flash with those pinky breaks, and also staling the queens, where you in-jog and out-jog, okay? Remember to do that very slightly. Not much is needed, alright? And also use misdirection for this trick. That's really important. Use some misdirection and you should be fine. Alright, so that is how the trick works. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this trick. Alright, so it doesn't use too many cards. Hopefully if you are missing a card, you can substitute in some. And that's it, guys, and as always, remember, I'll be back.